Good afternoon. My name is Francesse Canty, and I am the new Director of Human Resources for Everett Public School. On behalf of Everett Public Schools, I would like to welcome you to another great year in the district. Today I have the pleasure of speaking to you to give you a brief but important overview of the new federal Title IX policies that school districts are enacting for the 2021 school year. Here at Everett Public School, we are committed to maintaining an education and a work environment that is safe, supportive, and free from discrimination based on sex, including sexual harassment and sexual violence. As part of this ongoing effort, I want to talk to you about the new Title IX regulations that were established by the U.S. Department of Education this May. Elementary and secondary school districts across the country were required to review existing policies and procedures regarding sexual harassment, including sexual assault, and to make necessary changes. Today I have the pleasure of walking you through what the new updates under Title IX are and what it means to you, for you, the employee, as well as the students. What is Title IX? Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972 is a federal law that protects people from sex and gender discrimination in educational programs and activities at institutions that receive federal fundings. The law states, no person in the United States on the basis of sex shall be excluded from participation, be denied the benefit of, or be subjected to discrimination under any educational program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. What is sexual harassment under Title IX? Title IX defines sexual harassment as unwelcome conduct on the basis of sex that satisfies one or more of the following: an employee of the district conditioning the provision of an aid, benefit, or service of the recipient on an individual's participation in unwelcome sexual conduct. This is referred to as quid pro quo sexual harassment. Unwelcome sexual conduct determined by a reasonable person to be severe, pervasive, and objectively offensive that it effectively denies a student or an employee equal access to the district's education program or activity, or it's defined as sexual assault, dating violence, domestic violence, or stalking. Unwelcome sexual conduct can be perpetrated in person, over the phone, via text messages, online, or through social media. Who is responsible for ensuring Title IX compliance for Everett Public Schools? As Director of Human Resources, I oversee the district's adherence to all Title IX policies and provisions. I will provide in-depth training of the new Title IX policies to a handful of school leaders in the upcoming weeks. These individuals will be designated to investigate Title IX complaints and facilitate supportive measures, accommodations, and remedies. I will also oversee educational training on sex-based discrimination and sexual misconduct. How to report a sexual harassment claim. Complaints of sexual harassment can be filed to the principal, assistant principal, guidance department, or a school counselor. But any staff member may receive a complaint of sexual harassment by a student, including those not mentioned. Upon receiving an actual notice of alleged sexual harassment, staff must notify the Title IX coordinator or their school leader, who will make a determination if the conduct falls within the Title IX definition. When to report. All complaints should be made as soon as possible. While there is no time limit for making a complaint, the sooner the district knows about a complaint, the sooner it can take steps to stop any discriminatory behavior and remedy its effect. How to report. Complaints may be made orally or in writing. The contents of a complaint generally should include the complainant's name, the name of the respondent who we would call the violator, a description of the conduct, including the time, date, and location, and name of any witnesses if available. After this information is provided, the district will promptly investigate all allegations of sexual harassment of which it has actual knowledge and which are alleged to occur on the school's program and activities, including location, events, and or circumstances in which the school district exercised substantial control in a way that is not deliberately indifferent. I will designate an investigator and a decision maker who may not be the same person to investigate complaints that fall within the definition of Title IX. The investigator may not be biased against any of the parties at the outset of the investigation. The investigator will be the fact finder by interviewing witnesses and parties and make a determination related to credibility, which will go into a written report that will be provided to the decision maker. After the completion of the investigation, the decision maker will provide final responsibility or lack of responsibility as it pertains to the violation of Title IX. Again, the decision maker must not be biased against any of the parties involved. The decision maker will then submit a written determination to both parties. If there is a finding that sexual harassment has indeed occurred, the district may impose up to and including termination, and for students, expulsion. The district is required to keep and maintain records for up to 7 years of any investigation that it conducts. Parties have the right to make an appeal the decision in writing to the superintendent within 5 days of a final finding. Thank you for your attention. The entire new policy is posted in the Human Resources section of the EPS website under Title IX policy. I look forward to meeting all of you during this amazing year. Again, thank you.